Appreciate the beauty of nature and taste what's in season every month. What food will a foreign gastronom make for a traditional Chinese salad-term? Winter solstice falls around December 22nd each year. On this day, the direct sunlight point reaches the Tropic of Capricorn of the Earth, so the northern hemisphere has the longest night and the shortest day, and the temperature will further drop. But meanwhile, the ancient belief that yang qi began to emerge and a new cycle began at winter solstice. The nascent yang qi accumulates and the flowing mountain spring touches warm. Hot spring baths, exclusive to the royal family in ancient times, have become a way for ordinary people to keep warm and healthy. Winter solstice has always been so highly valued that we can hear the widespread saying, winter solstice is as important as the spring festival. With a sudden drop to cold temperatures, warm, nourishing food is favored by people near and far. Grind Cotinopsis pilosella into powder. Prepare 4-leg flesh of Conghua black goat and dice and mince it. Add Chinese wolfberries, cumins, and scallion and mix them. Add carrot juice, spinach juice, dragon fruit juice, and cuttlefish juice to flour respectively to knead dough. Add flour and water depending on the circumstances. Knead dough repeatedly to get red, black, orange, and green dough, and leave it to ferment. Scalp mutton, wash ingredients clean and boil them in a clay pot slowly. After winter solstice, the weather is so cold that the ground is frozen and all things on earth begin to rest or hibernate. To adapt to the seasonal vibration, we also need to follow the life mode of storing food in winter and to ensure store more and consume less. Having nourishing food in winter solstice is considered as the best way to keep health. Today, I would like to invite a foreign friend to share the delicious winter food. Mr. Bekar Mikabaridze, Chairman of the Representative Office of Georgian Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Guangdong Province, studied in China in 2001. Nowadays, he, as the founder of the Belt and Road Georgian Business House in Guangzhou, has provided a business exchange platform for more than 30 countries along the Belt and Road. In this cold winter solstice, I invited Mr. Bekar to visit the eco-design town in the north of Guangzhou and listen to his stories with China. I believe that his stories will warm all of you.
Hello, Becca.
Kamar Joba.
Good to see you here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, how do you like this place?
It's beautiful, and I think like a lot of young people love to come here to take the beautiful picture and beautiful video to show up in different kind of social media.
Actually, this eco-design town is popular with young people because of its good natural ecology, rich culture, and picturesque hot spring resorts.
Here is the hot spring resort.
Yeah, with the cold weather today, it's a good time for taking a bath in hot spring. But before that, I think we could enjoy some nourishing food.
What's a nourishing food is meaning?
When you cook it, you will know it.
Sure, I love to.
Okay, this way, please.
Thank you.
Okay, here we are. 你好，你好，师傅。So, do you know what are we gonna do now?
I hear from you we have to make the dumplings. 我们期待你给我们教怎么做中国的饺子。
Yeah, pretty good in Chinese. 全师傅啊，可不可以教一下我们怎么做这个饺子呢？
好，现在就是教你们是怎么，先把这个就是馅不要太多，也不用太少，因为它要压平，就这样，就是两手一捏，它往下里面捏就行了，差不多像元宝这个样子。
Okay, so shall we try?
Yeah, sure. Maybe first lady.
Okay, I will give you more stuffing.
All right. Okay. First in the middle.
You press the edges. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, perfect. Becca, I know that you've been to China for so long. Do you know what solar autumn is today?
I guess it's a winter solstice, right?
Yeah, bravo. Did you ever make dumplings before in China?
When I was in Tianjin University, I had experience. We made it their dumplings, but in Chinese Spring Festival.
Do you know the origin of winter solstice?
Not exactly, but I really love to hear from you the real story.
Actually, about 1,000 years ago, a famous doctor called Zhang Zhongjing went back to his hometown and found that many villagers' ears were frostbitten by the cold. He felt so sad and he decided to make the special mutton soup with Chinese pearls in it, which could improve their blood circulation in the body to keep the villagers warm. And also, he made some ear-shaped food, just like this. For the villagers. After the villagers eating this kind of food, and their ears hadn't been frostbitten anymore. So from then on, people like to eat dumplings, what we call 饺子, nowadays in every winter solstice.
Okay, today is the very cold. My ear is the very freezing. So let's go to eating the dumplings.
I think all the dumplings are nearly ready. Let's go for eating dumplings.
Hello, Mr. Chen.
Oh, our meal is ready.
Very nice. Of the sweet at last when you finish your spoon. Lamb is very soft. It's melting in your mouth.
Wow, you're professional in giving comments on food.
Vivian, all food was great. It's very tasty. Actually, I would like to know more deeply traditionals about winter solstice.
About 3,000 years ago, the government stipulated that the day before winter solstice is the end of a year. On this day, the Asians usually offer sacrifices to heaven and worship their ancestors, and many sacrificial events were held on this day to entertain the celebrities who came back to their hometown. And I could say that the winter solstice is as grand as Spring Festival in China.
Actually, this kind of traditional to make the family more close between each other and make more warm connection between each other, right?
Yeah.
In Georgia, there is Christmas. So in this time, all our family, we are united together. And even family members, our relatives, our good friends, if they wanted to come without permission, they can come in my family. But there is the rule for the men, not for the girls. And when guests coming to our family, we serve them with a horn.
A horn from the cow?
From the cow. Or made it from the clay materials. Family, I will not ask you how much you have to drink. How much I will give you to drink, you have to finish all my horn. And after to show everybody you finish this wine. And after you can put on the table. And this traditional belongs from ancient time. Georgian soldiers, all the time they handle the horn with the fight with the enemies.
Wow, I would love to see it, see the horn.
You will see and you will try it.
Yeah, I could try a little bit.
Yes.
I would say that the people of our two countries attach great importance to family reunion. And I also know that Georgia has a long history, just like China.
Yes, Georgia have 2,000 years old history. In the world, there is the 14 different kind of alphabets. Georgia is the one of them. Georgians use own alphabets. We have own language, and we are proud of that. And we have 7,000 years old wine history in my country.
Well, you mean Georgia's wine is the first generation's
Yes.
wine, right?
Georgian wine is the first generation wine in the world.
Wow, it sounds cool.
Georgian wine, traditional way, is made it in a clay pot. And the way how we are making Georgian wine is listed in UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list.
And besides the beautiful wine, I know that Georgia is also a very beautiful country. So please tell me what prompted you to leave your motherland and came to China?
And my father is the acupunctural Chinese traditional medicine doctor. And from my childhood, he wants to, I also become the Chinese doctor. In the beginning, I came in Tianjin. After 1 year, when I learned Chinese language, I don't want to become Chinese doctor. I decided to start learn business management, and I changed my major.
So did anything happen that impressed you in China after you changed your major?
When I graduated university, the first my business connection starts in Guangzhou.
Oh, really?
2007, 2008, Guangdong Fair.
Oh, Canton Fair, you mean?
Yes. In this time, I see like a lot of opportunities in China. I see different kind of companies who do different kind of businesses in China. So I decided to start business with this company.
Can I say that the Canton Fair actually make you have the decision of living in China in the next few years?
We can set like that.
Are you full now? Would you like to take a walk for some digestion?
Sure.
Okay,
I follow with you.
let's go.
Songhua Eco Design Town is the permanent site of the World Eco Design Conference. Its construction process fully showcases the ecological concept that green mountains and clear water are equal to mountains of gold and silver. By harnessing the river courses with soil and water loss, the relevant construction units avoided massive demolishment and construction and preserved the original appearance of local residents' home to create an art creation space and eco-town.
Becca, do you know what this hotel was originally used for?
If you let me guess, I think here was old factory. What they produced before here, I cannot guess.
Actually, this hotel was rebuilt from the old sites of a village primary school and a toothpick factory. This factory is very essential to the local villagers because the completion of this hotel actually provided many jobs to the local villagers so that the villagers didn't need to go to other places to work.
You know, like the family is the most important for us. When you living in a peace and harmony place and you working same time there, the whole region will prosper.
Can't agree more.
And now, me and my wife wanted to invite you to come in my restaurant, Georgian house, to let you try how is our traditional and how we are receiving the guests.
Wow, sounds great. It's my pleasure.
Let's go.
Go.
Hello, Vivian. Welcome to Belt and Road Business House. And I wanted to introduce my wife,
Hello,
Salome.
Vivian.
Hello, Salome.
And I wanted to introduce my little girl, Anna Maria.
Wow, how adorable she is.
Little bit I wanted to introduce for you the Georgian Belt and Road Business House. Here is the 20 countries from all over the world. We're doing promotion of the product. We're doing promotion of the Hachapuri.
Such a long name.
Too long. Chinese is Taiyambing.
Oh, 太阳饼.
It's kind of the pie, cheese pie,
Uh-huh.
but it has a special shape, boat shape.
A bowl shape.
Yes, and as I said, the dough is already ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then we need some flour to put on the plate because it's sticky, right? Then we have to roll it. First we do this like roll out, it's like a circle. Then we see these borders, right? We have to fold in like this, like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll inside.
Okay.
And this top you have to stick this. Huh?
The main ingredient for this ajaruli khachapuri is cheese. This dish comes from Ajarian region, Ajara. It is said that a family lived nearby sea and men went often fishing and wife decided to make some special dish for him. So she created this kind of dish. And what was the wish of his wife? That go catch a lot of fish, come back safely. It's kind of the very romantic story.
Yeah, it's very romantic. I also wonder, can I know that how you meet each other?
You know, actually, this story is connect in our story too.
Oh,
When
really?
she was a student, she was studying Beijing
Language and Culture
University.
And the time Mr. Bekar opened a small cafe nearby my university, so I often went to eat a lot of dish, but my favorite was ajaruli khachapuri.
So one day when she came there, and I invited her to eat the ajaruli, hachapuri, Georgian wine. Like this we met each other. But after that she back to Georgia and she was working for the
Radio show.
show.
Yeah, but first we met in China, so it's really fate, you know. Chinese say that it's 缘分让你们在中国认识。
It's just like the love story in the movie.
Yeah. So I often say that China makes people happy.
Finish the process here. So next step for this food we have to go to in the kitchen and put the hachapuri in the oven. And we have to wait when it's get ready. But chef made it other Georgian food.
Wow.
So we have to taste at least 4 or 5 dishes.
Wow, I'm lucky today.
Yeah. So let's go.
Okay, go.
First focus on this food.
Okay.
We call a friendship plate. You're my neighbor, you bring little bit cheese. She's my neighbor, she brings little bit tomato. I'm your neighbor too, I bring little bit beans. and we make one big plate for friendship. All right, first we take the bread, you opening bread, you put inside, this one is the beans.
Yes.
Put a little bit cheese and tomato. And now I'm passing to you.
Oh, really?
Okay. And now you have to make for her.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a little bit like the Chinese game pass the parcel.
Its meaning is you giving somebody love. This person is giving love to other person. So it's passing to many people. When you share the love, it makes the circle. It's going always. It never stops. You know. It reminds me the story when I came in China, and in my university there was one lady, I call her Chinese mother. She was a leader of the international school of our department.
So why did you call her Chinese mother?
She was supporting during the study. She gave it to me the chance to learn bachelor and master degree. She gave it to me and I have to pass it somebody.
So have you been keeping in touch with her?
Of course, she always asking me like, how is your daughter, when you will get married, when you will have a baby, and she is also take care of us. Life is like that, we have to take care of each other.
Miss Majesty Ajarul Khajapuri is ready.
It's beautiful.
Goodbye. So how to eat? Egg mixed with the cheese, you see? And most important, you have to take that from this side. When you cut, you have to take hand and you have to put inside and giving your husband. But this time I give my wife.
The flavor is really nice. It's very crispy on the outside, but very soft, tender inside because of the cheese.
I'm happy that you fall in love with the cheese boat.
Well, I think the harmonious family relationship is just like the egg yolk in the middle. It's just like the sun, which provides warmth and light to the family members and enable them to act more positively outside the families.
That's right. Harmonious life with my wife inside my family. I can create the business outside. Because of that, I'm build outside the platform what I'm doing, Belt and Road Business House.
We have to mention about local government. They gave us a lot of support and a lot of resources to promote our products in Chinese market, promote our culture, traditions, and all the time when they carry out very important events, we are involved in. So they gave us a big support.
As we know, next year is the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative. It's a milestone moment of history in the world. I believe there is more opportunities will come to us. We have to just catch them and do our best.
In 2015, China and Georgia signed a memorandum on strengthening cooperation in jointly building the Silk Road economic belt, which has brought many development opportunities for both countries.
China now became third business partner for the Georgian market. As we know, last year December, from China, Gansu Way opened train directly go capital of Georgia, Tbilisi, and from Tbilisi to Europe. So it's very convenient for logistic transportation.
Wow, it's a good news.
That's right. So let's take the toast for the bright future.
Cheers
for the bright future.
Cheers for
Cheers.
the bright future.
Cheers.
Although China and Georgia, two long-standing countries along the Silk Road, are thousands of miles apart, they share many common traditions and similar cultures, and their deep friendship is also endowed with opportunities and vitality because of the ties of the Silk Road. Vitality and warmth are stored quietly in cold nature and winter solstice, and meanwhile, the tradition and power of love and peace are described fully in the ancient cultures of China and Georgia.